Lord, I used to trust these hands that built things, held things, buried things, blessed the table, carried the weight, and never let me ask for help. But these old hands still shake. These old hands won't split the firewood. Loaded trucks before first light. They held a crying child at midnight and still went back to work at 5. They signed their name on years of trouble, wiped the sweat and hid the fear. But somewhere underneath the hardness, they kept more hurt than I let near. I thought if I stayed moving, I could outrun what pain can take. But age has a way of telling truth. These old hands still shake. These old hands still shake when the night gets too quiet, when the house gives back old names and the walls start up their crying. I can talk like I've got faith, I can sing what still sounds true, but these old hands still shake when I try to reach for you. These old hands have held a Bible, held a picture, held the rail, held my pride like it could save me, held my tongue and learned to fail. I have folded them in church light, I have clenched them in the dark, I have asked them to stay steady when this old heart came apart. I used to think the trembling was for weaker souls than mine. Now I feel it in my fingers every single lonely night. These old hands still shake when the memories come calling, when regret sits in the chair and the past won't stop talking. I still know the words to pray, I still know your mercy's name, but these old hands still shake, and I bring them just the same. I ain't ashamed to tell the truth now. I was never half as strong as I tried to look. Not in the graveyard, not in the hospital, not after goodbye, not when the house went still. And maybe this is what an old man learns, not how to stop shaking, but how to lift his shaking hands to God anyway. These old hands have dug through sorrow, laid fresh flowers in frozen ground, touched the wood of too many coffins, and never made a faithful sound. They have reached for things now missing, for old voices in the hall, for the shoulder that once knew me before the years made me this small. So if you see me trembling, don't mistake it for defeat. It may be fear, but it may also be what's left of honesty. These old hands still shake, but I am done pretending, done acting like the dark has never left me bending. If you want this worn out man, you can have what time has made. These old hands still shake, but they are lifted up in faith. These old hands still shake through the silence and the grieving, through the ache that never leaves, through the years of slow believing. I am weaker than I was, but your mercy has not changed. So take these old hands, Lord, even if they still shake. Take these old hands, they ain't much now, but they're all I brought, and they're still reaching for you. For you.